Hi, boys and girls. Tma Live, joined by Moves.
Good evening, guys.
Myself again.
I'm home. I've made it back from the stag do. I've made it back.
Oh God! And he was in Liverpool, complete twattery there. I think.
Yes, it's more than twattery, especially when they won as well. It was almost like a national public holiday for them.
Didn't beat our ladies team though. We won 6-0.
No, they didn't. It's a shame they got spanked 6-0. But hey ho.
Yeah, I'm completely gutted. Well done, the ladies.
Well done, the ladies. Come on, I'm cheering you on this season, girls. I tell you.
Right. Let me start with Saturday's game. Okay, I was very lucky. I managed. Me and Dee managed to get most of the stream on. All I can say is the combination for that game, Graham Ricarlson, awesome. Mm-hmm. The whole team played brilliantly.
Yeah.
The only one I would pick out, and it's not really, don't really want to criticise. The only one I really would probably pick out is Amrabat.
I knew you were going to say it.
Positive running,
yep.
Pushing up, good. Once again, no end product. That's what really frustrates me.
He had one cross that made it this time because Shalabar headed it wide.
Oh, I'll let him off for that.
We'll let him off that one. Well done, Amrabat. You got one cross.
I don't want to criticise anyone because the whole team, I thought some periods, a lot of that game, or most of that game we dominated.
Exactly.
Periods of that game we played some fantastic one-touch football. Like I say, it's early days, but promising. I would say promising.
Yes, yeah, I completely. I do agree, and I think like being away yesterday, I was only being able to keep up to date with it on Twitter, and when I was back at my hotel, but I was going absolutely bonkers yesterday, especially when we got the second goal. The fact that it's Capu, which is, supposed falling out. No, I don't think so. I think if there was a falling out, they've sorted it pretty darn quickly, and he's just fighting his way to try and get back in that team. And Richarlison, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The Pozzo scouting network has paid off massively.
I just like the fact that they went British as well.
And that, yes, we got some young British players as well. But it's just, I've got to single out Richarlison because he's only been in the country less than 2 weeks. He's played 2 games already, and he's settled in as if he's been here for like 4 or 5 years. He's just literally adapted straight away. So
I mean, he compensated for his lack of physicality, which wingers, especially forwards, can have sometimes. Target men you always associate with big, bustly target men. Deeney, players like that, big bustly. Yeah. That will come with games, a bit more toughening up. But that's not a criticism. That's just a thing that will come in games in life experience.
And Silva says that Richarlison is working very hard every day in training, to prove his worth. And I think, that's great from a young lad who's just come over to this country. He's doing that already. It's amazing. So, it's our first away in the season, first 3 points on the board. I'm absolutely delighted, and for it to come at Bournemouth as well. I know there was people yesterday saying to me, "What is it with Watford and Bournemouth?" I said, "Well, it's the fact when we went up, the season we went up, that the real rivalry really kicked in with us."
Cheating more than anything.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I know you shouldn't have cheating. Oh God, it's a dirty word, but I'm sorry, diving. I saw some of them, and I said, really, what did you want about? And then I looked at a couple of incidents, especially Harry Arter's one, and I do not mention that yet from yesterday because we'll get onto that very shortly.
I haven't seen that, but I've heard something.
We've seen it, and I'll elaborate on that in a bit later. But yeah, look, 2 contrasting views with Alan and Colin about Amrabat, which you touched on. Yeah, good evening, boys. Moroccan waiter. I mean, that's unconfirmed that he's a Moroccan waiter, but we will confirm that, Alan. He's not a fat Spanish waiter.
He's not. Yeah, he's not. He's better than Rafa Benitez. He's a fat Spanish waiter, and that's the
yo-yo. Yep.
Yes,
it's a yo-yo. We're not a yo-yo club. Camarello in from keeping on the bench. That would be a good. Well, that could make like Deeney, like Pereira when he gets back. And like Amrabat, if we get Carello, that will boost them up. Because look at Akakas now said, well, hang on a moment. Why have I been dropped? I scored last week. But then he'll go, right, stop this. I'm going to put 10 times more effort in training. And I'll show him.
And I think the other thing, the reason why he could have been dropped is because we've got Bristol City on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And I think he's trying to basically say, look, I'll give 1 or 2 others a game. I'll give you a rest and I'm going to bring you back in because possibly I'm going to need you. But if I was a Lukaku, I wouldn't worry too much.
No, yeah.
You know, he's still got a part to play. They're just going to have to be patient. Silva's made it clear he's only going to play one striker.
Yeah.
And there's 3-4 of them battling for one spot, so they're going to have to be patient.
I'm not going to dispute that, Jay. Yeah, I completely agree with that. And yes, Surin is a very good, a great, in fact, Indian waiter. I would certainly endorse that.
I was going to say, I fully endorse that after seeing the pictures from Mike tonight.
Salute to Surin.
After seeing the pictures that Mike posted with the dinner he's having, so yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Very
one.
testing.
Yeah.
You guys obliterated that fry-up. It had to be done, I think.
I obliterated a fry-up yesterday in Liverpool, but that was just a completely different story.
Yeah, I mean, like you said about Kaka, I mean, I could. Why not against City? We'll touch on it a bit more later, but against City, just play both of them up front.
He could do.
Play up front, and
he could go with something different. He could try a different system.
I mean, they say it's only Bristol City. They still hold a threat, but I mean, come on, we really have to go for that game.
We really need a cup run. We could do with something, you know, just a few extra games. We're going to have a large squad. But, you know, we're going to go back to the same problem as before. I can't remember what manager it was. I remember it being Zola. That was it. It was Zola, and he said to us, he actually came out and said, these guys are going to have to do. They're going to have to try and do a cup run of some sort because we can't guarantee them all the game, and they're going to have to fight.
If you're a player, say if I was, say Mason, for example, I'm not saying his attitude would be bad, but say I'm Mason and say, right, come on lads, let's get a cup run because I'm not 100% guaranteed I'll be playing all season, and also I'll be playing and guaranteed at least 3 or 4 games.
Exactly, and it puts him in the shop window in case he has to go out on loan.
Yeah, exactly.
Gives him the suit.
He still plays first team football then, doesn't he?
Exactly, and that's the thing. And I think that I know Silva touched on it in the week that he's going to need everyone at some point. But I think maybe for a couple of months, send a couple of them off on loan just to keep them fresh and keep them playing. So when they come in, they're not going to be rusty and like they've just been plucked from obscurity. Yeah. So we'll wait and see what happens with that because it's only 12 days till transfer window shuts. Yeah, no, true. I mean, Silva knocked it on the head with hit the nail on the head with the thing that we definitely deserve to win that game all day long. I mean, we backed it up with goals now. I mean, even half back last week, but there was periods of games where you sort of think, come on, if only we score at this time, then it would make it a totally different game. Indeed.
We rode our luck a bit in a couple of chances. Gomez, Paul Watson's couple of decent
I've heard
saves.
about one of his saves. Guys, if anyone was there yesterday, whether they can clarify this, but one of the saves he done, it hit his chest, and then it hit his head and went round the post.
I didn't see that one.
I think it happened in the first half. I'm not sure. I've read it somewhere. I think I might have read it in today's paper in the match report. But
the Sun.
I think it was in the Sun. I did buy Super Goals.
Oh, is that one again?
I did actually buy it in Liverpool, which was dicing with death, to say the least.
Oh God, don't manipulate that.
Yeah.
God, don't mention the Sun in Liverpool.
Yeah, no, you can't say that up there. But yeah, no, if anyone was at the game, can they just clarify if that happened? Because I'd love to know how he survived it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I say, a fantastic win. It's a clean sheet. It's 3 points on the road. So apparently, this is an interesting one. It's our first clean sheet since last October. Last October, people. That's when we had a last clean sheet.
Mudino, aka Stato.
Yes.
And as well. Everyone, the haircut is there.
Yes, the haircut. I got rid of my mop.
My one's actually blended into the sign now, so it looks like I've got exactly the same haircut.
Well, it looks like you're completely bald, and it looks like I've just
completely something else. But I'll let everyone else decide that.
Yeah, mine's just gone down near enough, so it's not looking good for me.
Yours that way, mine's that way.
Yeah.
We combine forces and we can fight crime. There
Exactly. Crime fighting at the double. But yeah, like I say, just a magnificent win. And
he said we deserved it. He said about the periods of play. We did everything. Well, the players did everything that was asked of them, which is, I mean, you could see how pleased Silva was when he said that. He said everything was done by the players. So that's the way
and our first away win in 7 months as well. Yes,
it's the trend now. Sorry, yeah. Surin, you have got the Surin haircut.
I have.
We will be calling it Surin.
There is a tiny bit there, but you just can't see it. Need a bit of Miracle Grow. Bring that back at some point. Who knows?
We'll be sponsored by them.
Yeah, we will be sponsored by Miracle Grow. I'm going to go and speak to him about sponsorship here this week.
Silver, it's amazing. I'm actually disgusted with Silver. He speaks English. Mm-hmm. He communicates with his players. The players want to play for him. I think this is. We've got nothing to moan about.
We haven't got nothing to moan about.
I've got nothing to cover here either. I've got a blank piece of paper here.
We have got a blank piece of paper.
We've got a clean sheet, and we won away. I mean, what? There's nothing to talk about.
Exactly.
I might just press end to the podcast now.
And another little stat for everyone. That was also yesterday was Marco Silva's first win in the league as a manager on the road as well. So it was a bit of a double.
That's extra thing to look back on because we know with Silva, if you get Silva as a coach, you know you're going to be good at home. You're going to be tough to beat at home. You're not going to necessarily win every single game. You know you're going to be tough at home. I mean, he had that period where he was unbeaten with 3 different clubs, wasn't it?
Yeah,
a long period of a number of months as well. So you know you're going to be good at home. It's away. If we can get this monkey off his back away, which at the moment is looking promising.
Yeah, well, he's done it. He's got the win. He's got the clean sheet as well. So, yeah, like I say, he's onwards and upwards with these boys now.
Hello, Jeff from California.
Hey, hello,
Jeff,
California. Hello.
International,
hey. Welcome.
The European tour and the national tour.
Isn't it crazy there?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, totally agree with that one, Jay. Totally. It's
you would assume that they would go Italian anyway, being Italian owners. I mean, you could stereotypical, but most of the time they go for because they've got two. At the time they're Udinese.
Yeah.
So you could have gone Spanish with with Kike.
Yeah.
Because of Granada, which you looked at that market and said, it wasn't a complete failure.
Yeah.
Kike 13th in FA Cup semi-final. Yeah. Looking at it now.
I like the thing that like Jay's put with Zola, Beppe and Mazza. The thing that the one thing I always say that sparked Zola's downfall was that game at Brighton, which was live on Sky. I don't know, not everyone will probably remember it, but it was that goal that we scored, I think, just after the start of the second half. The ball had clearly crossed the line, but Gordon Greer hoofed it back out and said the ball didn't cross the line because the linesman couldn't keep up with the play.
And they believed
they believed the player. And after that, I do remember it. We just went on a massive downhill dip, which ultimately led Zola to resigning.
But you imagine the scene. The ref goes up to the opposition player. Did it cross the line? Oh, of course it didn't, ref. Okay, well done. Yeah, no, I believe him.
Well, that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did.
He's not going to turn around to the ref and go, yeah, no, I've got to put my hands up. It's definitely crossed the line. Don't tell the rest of the players, but I reckon it's definitely crossed the line. Yeah. It's not to say that, is it? Blimey.
It's crazy, but
right. Yeah, another shout for the Liverpool, for the Watford ladies.
Yes,
it's a pre-season friendly.
Yes,
but it's still a 6-0 win. So once again, well done. And
exactly, it was a massive well done to them. And they seem to. Watford ladies seem to be improving now. I don't know too much about the ladies team, but
form as well.
Yeah, it is. I think that's like the 4th. I think they've had. So they did something right. So, like we say, we applaud them again, and we wish them good luck when the season gets going because. Hopefully they could be improving now. So
Mr. Merson and his predictions. I mean, I think they will probably say this on.
Get me started.
He probably said this on Thursday. Because I want to talk about Arta after for a little bit. I'm not going to dwell on it because it will run for 2 hours. This podcast if I dwelled on it. But Merson's predictions, actually, fair play. I think he's a bit of a dick, but fair play to him. They're actually saying these guys are playing outstanding so far. I was going to say, I could be wrong.
You are not the only one, I think, that thinks Paul Merson is a complete dick.
Yeah.
I certainly think it. The fact that he's, he's got it wrong fundamentally. He had us down to be on the opening day to be absolutely played off the park by Liverpool, and we stood up to them and scored 3 goals against them. If you got me on Facebook, you'll see my status from yesterday, and I just had to put it was Merson what's the score?
Yeah.
Because yet again he predicted us to lose. We didn't. We played well, and he admitted it live on Gillette Soccer Saturday that he's got it wrong. We're only 2 games in, and he's got it wrong.
Fair play to him. He actually did say, look, look, I've got it wrong, and how outstanding we were playing. If we were 1-0 down, even though how well we're playing, told you they were going to get relegated.
Exactly. He's actually retracted already, which much as we all hate him, well, we'll see what he predicts for when we play Brighton next Saturday. That could be an interesting one, because I think he's going to put us to win it. So,
right,
saying it in the stands. Well done, Colin. Yes.
I love the Decore one.
Top boys.
I saw one of my mates had the video of it. He said in the Decore chant was absolutely brilliant in the middle, in the concourse bit. Oh, awesome.
Oh, man.
Hats off to anyone. I know one of the guys is on the group, so hats off to you guys for doing that. That was absolutely brilliant.
I was going to say, and don't worry, people, I am coming back out on the road. So you will be seeing me at the away game.
I'm definitely Everton on the 4th of November. I'll be trying to get to something a bit earlier, but I'll be there in Everton.
So. Oh, yeah, I'll be at Southampton. So if anyone's going to Southampton, come and find us, because I will be there.
That's quite tempted for that one.
Yeah, tickets are on sale still, apparently, so I don't think it's sold out yet. I've just seen Dave. He just posted they lost 6-0. Hang on.
I got told they won 6-0.
Might have to go and get some clarification.
Right, okay, ignore that. Delete.
Okay, yeah, delete. If they lost 6-0, that's actually a bit worrying.
Lost 6-0.
We just picked them up for winning it, and they've probably been
well done for losing 6-0.
Yeah, well done for losing 6-0. It was only to Liverpool, but it's just different kettle of fish.
Moving on. Current squad and the future additions. Like I say, Carello. We'll touch on Carello.
Yeah.
I'm happy with I'm almost happy with the squad. Do you think at the moment the centre backs are playing, improving gradually?
Yeah.
So are we that desperate for another centre back? Would it be just a left back? And forward wise, I think we're sorted.
Yeah, the forward department, I think that's done and dusted.
Midfield don't even touch that.
The midfield, Silva made it clear he's sorted that, and he doesn't want any more midfielders. He's made it clear he doesn't want any more.
Yeah.
So the only thing he's looking for is a winger. Possibly, this saga is still rumbling on about a left back. Who's the left back going to be? It's likely not going to be Kieran Gibbs.
Prisic or whatever that. Croatian, we touch upon it on Thursday.
He's the goalkeeper.
No, that's the left back, the Croatian left back.
Oh, is he? The goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper I put on here was Jerome Ziat from PSV. 6 million. Apparently Palace are after him as well. But they want more competition for him. Don't need a centre time.
We don't. He said no. I don't think we do, because
that's what I said, Alan. Because I looked upon it, but then was saying that they are improving. So if we can improve what we still can do, what most managers say you can do, improve with what we got. We don't need to buy anyone.
And I think the other thing you've got to remember is that some of them are starting. The ones that are injured are coming back. Cabaselli was on the bench yesterday. Out of nowhere, he's been put on the bench. I didn't even think he was fit. So the fact that he's on the bench, takes out the fact that we've lost Kabul for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We've still got Cathcart to come back. He is massive, Cathcart. When he comes back, he's gonna take someone's place in that team.
Successors been asked to shed weight.
Yeah, that's a little bit worrying. What was he doing over the summer, which has meant he's put on weight?
Daly was actually pictured last summer. I was trying to give him some credit. He was in the gym early. Apparently, I was told we saw it on his Twitter. He was in the gym early. He beefed himself up too much. He wasn't actually. It was flab. He was actually got himself too big, and he was just. You could see.
Yeah, it just slowed him down.
So he slimmed out a little bit, and he looked a bit more versatile.
Yeah,
a bit agile.
No, that's good. That's good in the way that they've admitted there's a problem and he had to go and sort it out. But it is a little bit worrying with success. That is marginally worrying that he's been told to shed some weight. I'm actually praying he does, because I want to see him back in that team. I want to see how he's going to fit in with the rest of the squad.
It's a big lad. If you can add that bit, take a little less weight off of it, a little bit, and add a bit more pace on it.
Yeah.
That'll help him out. Fitness-wise, will help him out, because a lot of those injuries could be a lot to do with his weight.
I was going to say, was this why he had
weight? But
yeah. I was going to say, is this one reason why he had so many injuries last season? I'd love to know. I'd love for someone to get to the bottom of it. If someone from the club comes out and says what the hell's been going on.
Did you see about Cavaselli's picture in the programme? Apparently he was a goal.
Oh,
he put it on his.
Yes, that's true. Yeah,
They
did absolutely screw it up last year.
No, he did
Or
it
the
this
year
season.
before.
No, did it season. I think it was this season because he posted it yesterday.
I thought it was from a guy. He was asking them not to make the same mistake again.
Oh, thank God for that then. It was last season.
I'm not sure. I'll have to go back.
I obviously read it wrong, but I looked and went, oh God, they've done it again, have they? So it's obviously they've warned them. But it's a bit late posting it on Saturday, isn't it? They would have printed it. I was
going to say, you can't exactly run around and not sell the programme with someone just because they put the wrong player on it. But yeah, that's a bit stupid by Bournemouth if they did do that.
Yeah, the guy from Udinese would be quality, actually. I've heard about that as well, Colin. So.
Is that the goalkeeper that's 32? Because I'm not too sure having a 32-year-old keeper challenging a 36-year-old.
I'll rather have the PSV one because apparently it's absolute quality and it means real top quality.
I would have known, but you just want to get some players. We want to get some. If we're going to get another goalkeeper, we want to get one that's fairly young, or youngish, so we can, So he's got plenty of years ahead of him. We don't want one that's almost coming to the end like Gomez is.
No. It did happen again, yeah.
It did happen again.
I think that's probably what it was. It did happen again. Who gives him on 2 years in a row? Seriously. This Bournemouth, isn't it?
It's just Bournemouth. They're just trying to wind us up.
Right. That incident, and I won't go too much on it. The incident, what it was, and I'll give my two views to it, which I've posted on the forum as well. The ball came cutted across. Shalapa, for whatever reason, left it. Then you see the replay of it, and as he's running up to it, Arthur's shouted, "Leave it." That's what he did. You can see clearly on Match of the Day, he says, "Leave it," and you saw it on the stream as well when they did a replay of it as well. And I said any other place that would have been obstruction and a free kick straight away. And I know I laughed at it as well and said, "Look, and." Dino over there touched upon it as well that he should have really 50-50. You look at it, our point of view, when you look at it, he should have put his foot through it because he should have shot it. But also that is bang out of order from Arta because he's a reputation as well for diving and he just cheats in a typical bloody Bournemouth.
Well, the thing is though, the other thing with that is that you're not allowed to shout "leave it" in the game because it's a yellow card offence.
Even Sunday League football, if you jump up for the ball, two of your players, if you jumped up for the ball. When I jump up and say, "Leave it," to tell you that I'm behind you, that's automatic free kick. So that should have been, and by the way, to clear this up, if it was given in the box, it would just be an indirect free kick. Indirect, it'd just be a free kick. It wouldn't be a penalty. I know someone said about penalty. No way in hell would it. It's a foul and a penalty. Well, I've been told it wouldn't be. It'd just be a free kick because it's obstruction. Obstruction, you don't get penalties for. For certain things, certain incidences, they just give a free kick. Thing is, though, I agree with Colin in a way that if it's in the box, incidents should be penalties. I've never understood this bloody thing where you get a free kick inside a penalty area.
What's that?
Like you get the walls and stuff like that. Those sort of things. It's just a bloody penalty.
But yeah, no, it's an interesting one. Like I said, I need to go and watch Match of the Day to find out exactly what was going on with that.
Yeah, Colin, I've heard it's an indirect free kick. It's a free kick in the box. I would put up for a penalty, but it never. Yeah, he's unsported. I mean, I laughed at it when he thinks, "You idiot!" He's got caught because when you do it yourself, you always have a laugh of it after. Hey, Ricky.
Hello, Ricky. Hello. Good evening, sir. Welcome. As I've just seen, one of them, I think it was Martin. Yeah, here we are. If you signed any old Watford player again, who would it be and why? Tough one.
Steve Palmer.
Tough one.
There's only one Steve Palmer who smokes marijuana.
Yeah.
Did he though?
Did he though? I was going to say we would love to get confirmation of that.
See, Jono, you just said shoot.
Yeah.
Right, I know. I'm going to say my one.
Go on, you say your one.
Tom Mooney.
Oh, I think you just took the words right out of my mouth.
Tom Mooney.
I'm going to go with one that we sold last year, and I was absolutely devastated. Amoungst. I would happily re-sign that man and bring him back because there was. I know Mazzari last season. I know we're going to touch on that idiot again, but last season he said he wasn't in his plans. Halfway through the season, we get an injury crisis.
Oh, I'd love to.
And we've sold one player who would have come in and and done the job and fixed stuff. But yeah, Mazzari told him clear off.
Right, we're going to try and do this every single week as well and look back on a previous game, the same ilk. So like Bournemouth away, we'll look back, and I know Dave Quick posted the one we brought back memories of Robert Page, Moody Fessy.
Yeah,
we brought back memories. August 1996, first away game in League One, which is it called now, Division 2. Division 2.
Yeah,
under Kenny Jackett, Conley and Devon White. There's another one. Devon White. Scored the goals against away to Bournemouth. And I remember just before watching that game, you had the little pull-outs. Yeah. Obviously, because we're in Division 2, they had the little pull-outs. They said, you look at our squad as well, Holdsworth, Phillips, even Millen, Chamberlain, Miller, Ramage. In that league, really, you should hiss that league, Ramage, but, it just didn't work out. But you look at that and they said, we have no one to fear.
Yeah.
With that squad, I know it was blind arrogance, but, that first game, Conley, it's just so frustrating because Conley, after the Millwall game, got injured, and that was basically screwed most of the season. But that team that came on there, even Steve Tallboys, remember Tallboys coming from Wimbledon, and if they're that level, was a bloody good signing for what the money we had. And remember, we got Stuart Slater that season as well.
Yep, we did get Stuart Slater.
And Holdsworth left that season, but like I say, he's a member of this group, so he may watch and slaughter me for this. But no, I didn't blame him when he left because he stayed with us. But that game, I thought, here we go, great start. We know this league's going to be ugly, especially in that day and age. 20 odd years ago, 21 years ago now, 21 this month, 21 years ago this month.
Makes me feel old.
It makes me feel old, mate. I'm 15. Touch my youth.
Yes, pretty sure you.
No, but that game, good solid start. And then we ended up losing to Plymouth and Millwall, so.
Yeah.
That does bring back memories. I remember watching the inserts from that, and I actually watched part of that season a few days ago, flicking about on YouTube like I usually do, and just saw it and just went, hey, brilliant, go on, I'll watch a bit of that. So I remember Baisley's goal against Northampton that season, straight up the top corner in the FA Cup.
Yep.
Turned out and put it in things. Baisley, both feet.
Yes.
Brilliant. Could cross the boat. Baisley was awesome.
The only one that could. Then he's going to struggle to get starts this season. I think he could well do. It depends. I personally, I know we'll probably talk about this one in a little bit, but Bristol City game, I think Deeney is going to get a run against Bristol City.
Yeah.
I think yesterday he went down to Bournemouth. Yes, he was on the bench. He didn't come on, but I think they were only going to use him for an emergency. And I think if the score, if we'd gone to go down, I reckon he would have. I reckon he would have called for him to put him on, just to put the frighteners back on him.
Yeah.
The fact that we ended up turning it around and getting the 2-0 win, I think Silva just went, you know what? Let's not even risk it. Let's save it for Tuesday. Hopefully, I think. Yeah, Ricky, I agree.
He will play Tuesday.
I hope he plays because I if he doesn't, then all the talk of him going is going to come up again. So
I'm sorry, this is I know there's talk and it's transfer room and stuff like that, but I'm getting sick of it. It's the only bit. Not you mentioned it. It just gets sick of just general thing. The reason being, he's not played because he's had the. We all know this. Anyway.
Yeah,
He's had the op. He wasn't 100% fit. Akaka played well, so he ain't going to get ahead of Akaka after the Liverpool game personally.
Yeah.
And then he said, right, he changed. The Bournemouth game was purely on tactics. And also because he knows Bournemouth don't like pacing behind him.
No, they don't.
Otherwise, if there's more of a physical game, I can see if Akaka Deeney starting ahead of Gray. Just as an early season game, and it was tactical that Deeney wasn't playing the last two. First game because he wasn't fit enough. Second game was tactical. So yeah, I agree with you. He's going to start on Tuesday, I reckon. Jade pointed out about just going back one more time to that season. The home game, we were murdered in that game. It didn't help having two bad injuries that game. Penrice, both hamstrings. Penrice just had hamstring injuries. Second blighted his second previous thing of that second spell at Watford. He had two bad hamstring injuries, one against Millwall and Conley. So two of our forwards out in that game. He absolutely murdered us, but we beat him 1-0 away. I remember going that game and singing 1-0 to the Golden Boys at half-time and full-time. God, blimey, that was ugly up there.
Yeah.
Geez, they were trying to climb the bleeding fences to get to us.
They still are now.
They're still trying to now.
Yeah, they are still trying to climb
It's
the
half
fence
8 now, and they're still trying to climb it.
Yeah, exactly. So, like Dave's got here, what would your team be for Tuesday? Play best and kill. No, I'll change it around, Dave. I'm actually going to
8 or 9 changes.
Maybe not as many. Maybe I'd say about 7 changes.
Mason starts left back.
Yeah, I'd give Holibas a game off.
Holibas a game off. I mean, for me, give him another game.
Yeah, keep him fresh and get him some more minutes.
Deeney, Hughes.
Yeah, I'd love to see Will Hughes play Tuesday.
Cabaselli.
Cabaselli might get the nod if he's.
Cabaselli with Prodil. Give Britos.
Yeah, give Britos another rest. You know,
what about putting Karate Kid in?
That's the interesting one, because I'm actually sort of thinking that it is.
That's Pantilimon before you know. If I say Karate Kid on the post it up or say it on here, you know I'm saying Pantilimon.
Yeah, it's going to be Pantilimon.
Crane kick in the semi-final. That's all I can say. Go on, mate.
Yeah, I've got a feeling Pantilimon is going to start, but I think if he has a bit of a howler, and I know I posted a link. I think it was last Thursday.
I'm going to be so annoyed if he unleashes the dragon.
If he does unleash the dragon, if he enters the dragon. Yeah, I've got a feeling if he has a howler, and I saw something on Thursday flash up on Twitter saying that he's possibly going to be leaving as well. So
I don't want to start come plays off. Oh, please.
If he plays, well, I think it's going to be anyone's guess as to what he's going to do.
City, even though I know people are going to sort of me, but if we saw him at City, if he went from City at that stage, I would have said, what a great backup.
Yeah.
When he was at City, he didn't look bad. And when he first arrived at Sunderland, he didn't look too bad. But then he started getting his injuries and, his woeful, his errors. I mean, we know Gomez is just 1 or 2 errors a season tops. That's excusable because he saves his 15, 20 points a lot of the time as well, which is insane. But no, he'll start. He'll beat Leicester 6-7, which will be great. Yeah, I've actually got, funny enough, talking about Bournemouth, I've actually got a Troy Deeney hat-trick T-shirt up there with the Zola bit at the front. He's got a hat-trick 6-1. Yeah,
6-1. That was an absolute rout that day. I remember that.
Brought that down.
Boiling up day in the sunshine, and that was their first taste of the championship. And we just spanked them off the park. I think Watford felt sorry. Yeah, I think Watford felt sorry for them in the 80th minute because they just took the piss.
Right, carry on looking ahead to City and Brighton.
Right.
Well, Brighton. Right, go to Bristol City again.
Right, Bristol City. I think we'll win. He will make changes.
2-0.
Yeah, I'd probably say 2-0.
2-0. It's not because we've beaten Bournemouth like that. I think now we need to have even just not necessarily FA Cup, League Cup. Let's get to the quarterfinals or something. Let's just get
exactly. Let's just have a little cup run, just to keep things lively, just to keep the players on their toes.
Players hungry. They've still got their games to prove something. We've said this before. They can prove something. They can get their guaranteed game time.
Yeah, no, might see some of the youngsters on Tuesday, like we said earlier, like Brandon Mason, Felipe could be on the bench.
Kubiak.
I don't know about Kubiak.
I wrote Felipe. Felipe Pereira.
I think young Dion Pereira could be there. Plus a couple of other boys as well. So yeah, I'd say about 7 changes.
That's pretty spot on. I reckon that is going to be it.
I'll tell you what, Alan, that's a good call.
And that's not Steve Cabba, by the way. It's Cabaselli. I wouldn't put Steve Cabba at the back personally. But
Steve Cabba's still playing. I thought he retired about 5 years ago.
Probably playing non-league. He's good on FIFA 10 too.
That's fantastic. I'm pleased.
Yeah.
2-1. Yeah, it depends what team Bristol City bring up as well.
I think the Alan's lineup is pretty much picked my lineup that I would pick.
Yeah, because I actually forgot about Capu.
We've got Capu, Etienne Capu. I just don't think you understand those.
He's Marco's man again. He's Marco's man, and he's better than Zidane.
I've heard he's better than Zidane, but
well, after his goal yesterday, my that was an absolute belter.
That was when he came on, 29, favourite player. I like to say, and I always say I've been struggling to big him up, but yes. Oh yes, Capu scores, and I didn't put him in the dream team because he wasn't starting, not because I didn't fancy him score a blinder from 20 on. I didn't put him in our lineup. I didn't put him in goal, but I got Bailly from United to score, so
that was a beller. So yeah, I think I don't know about Sinclair. I don't know if Sinclair will play Tuesday. He might do.
It's the way he's playing it there because it's a free beyond Deeney.
Oh, is it a 3 beyond? Oh, okay.
Because yesterday we looked like we played a 4-3-3. Gray in the centre, Amrabat, Rickarlson.
Yeah, it sounded like we lined up like that.
And
like
three
I say,
central players. Those three are central midfielders. They can push, but the three that played centre were primarily centre midfielders.
That's the thing. The fact that I've been away on a stag do does not help that I've not been able to keep up with most of this. So I do apologise for being a bit rusty.
Brighton,
I've already called it. I reckon we're going to win 3-0. I've just got this feeling with Brighton are just not going to get anything.
I'm a 2-0 merchant at the moment. I'm a 2-0, 1-0. 1-0 or 2-0. I think it'd be fantastic.
I think if we can repeat what we've done against Bournemouth against Liverpool at home, I don't think Brighton are going to be able to handle it.
If we start well early, with a nice early goal, first 5-10 minutes, then I think a 3-0 is a very good, solid shout there.
Yeah, I think I can see it being that Brighton at home. I can see us winning at least 3-0.
They've got Knockhard or Cockard.
Knockhart is going to get abused again, and I'm hoping everyone will join in.
He's generally a nice bloke.
He is a nice bloke, but he'll always be remembered for that game.
See, I'd hate him even more if they actually scored that, but because it caused it created one of the catalyst for one of the most iconic moments in Watford's history.
Andy Hinchcliffe said famously on commentary, "Justice was served." It was justice. So
justice for Watford.
Yeah. So for me, and I think I don't know why. I think for the Brighton game, he might go and name the same 11 that played yesterday. Now, I don't know if anyone's going to say he's going to change it. He might change it.
Yeah.
He might change it up. I don't know, but I've just got a feeling the way the front three linked up.
Yeah.
I've only seen little glimpses. So, like I say, people were there yesterday. Can back me up and kick me out of this one. But I think he will leave it as it is for the league game, because I think he's going to go, well, why change it if they don't need fixing, and let the rest and let the others go for a gung ho.
The only thing I think he would ever change that lineup is if one of the guys on Tuesday plays absolute belter. But I still doubt. I would personally just go with that team anyway. I mean, you can mix and match the bench maybe a little bit, but I would just say broke, don't fix it. But he's looking. The thing is that the freshness will winning while he's experimenting. It looks on the outside he's experimenting in a good way. He's mixing, like say, tactically. Like yesterday, we had a different formation because with a Kaka, you're playing 3 behind him. Technically, in some ways, how we played, it looked like we had 3 behind him. Yesterday, it looked like a 4-3-3 with 2 marauding wingers on the side. I know you can't call Amrabat marauding, but that was the idea.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Amrabat adds that end product, that bar line cross. I'm more than happy to pick the guy up. That's the only thing that's missing. Like I say, he's the Moroccan Northern Vouter.
He is without hair.
Tinge a joke about it,
but
also you can see it. If anyone remembers the Northern Vouter, goes around 2 or 3 players. Royston Drenfey as well, which I remember playing from Madrid. Goes around 3 or 4 players, and then if he took the ball with him, he'd be dangerous. The Wayne Andrews is like that, but a forward version. Wayne Andrews.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Will that player from Benfica actually arrive?
Will he arrive in time?
Well, will he arrive at all?
Well, apparently they said the agent. I know it says different sources. My tomato sauce.
Your tomato sauce. You're going with tomato sauce. I've heard it from barbecue. So
no, I've barbecued void of ideas now. These sauces are thing there now. No, I've actually got tomato sauce has told me that deal with the agent. The agent's pretty much gone everywhere and blurted that it's ready to go. That deal. I'd love that to be true.
I was going to say we'd love it to be true as well. And I think everyone keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow. I reckon if it's going to happen, it'll probably happen tomorrow. I know we joked the other week we hadn't signed anyone. In the space of 2 days, we signed 2 players.
I'd like to see Zoet as a backup. Get rid of Pantelimon. Not in the horrible way. Just let him go off and play his first team football. Get Zoet from PSV As long as you don't let Berghaus talk to him about what it's like at Watford, then we should be all right. Don't let Berghaus anywhere near him until keep it secret. Don't say anything.
Keep it secret. Yeah,
because he'll just go, don't go there because they'll send you out on loan for 2 seasons.
Well, that was his silly fault. So pardon me for swearing then.
Arsenal will have it.
Yeah, but no, it's I think something might happen again this week with the transfers, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think everyone's going to have to just keep your eyes peeled to social media. I think Twitter, Facebook, Insta.
I'm pretty satisfied with the lineup now. But if we get Zoet, get rid of Pantilimon, get Zoet, and get Carella, then that's pretty much us sorted until the next window.
Yeah, but even still, I don't even. I hate to say it, we probably won't even need anyone in January.
Bedding these players is easier. I mean, you know this, but bedding players are easier when you're winning. You're winning, newer players, more confidence, they feel less pressure to perform. I mean, they still perform, but they don't feel that added pressure. You can bring kids through as well. It's easy to bring kids through. When you, like last season, for instance, we had to because we had the injury.
Yeah, we did. We had an injury crisis, so there was nothing we could do.
If we had the full side out and we're still losing and playing poorly, we wouldn't have introduced youngsters because it's too much of a risk. You're winning, it's easy to do it. I mean, we all know this, but that's why if we carry on doing this positive football, playing the way that these kids drill it into the kids in the lower levels as well in the team, under 23s, under 19s, play the certain way. Silva, I'm not saying he hasn't done this now, but if Silva goes to these different coaches and says, right, I want to play this way, drill him into this way, because he says he wants to be here for a long-term project.
Well, yeah, it looks like
he's got originally a two-year deal signed. I mean, I know we've only 2 games in, but this would be good. If you can drill it into them, and the youth players will be easy to integrate, playing a certain way.
I don't think the Pozzos are going to get rid of Silva like they have done with the others. I think he's going to go down that route. I think now we've got a manager that they're happy with, we're all happy with. I'm sure there's probably 1 or 2 people out there that probably aren't happy with him. But hey, you can't always.
Like I say, I might not agree with people's opinions sometimes. If someone comes on and says, "Well, I don't think Silva's doing this right." At the end of the day, it's your opinion. Whereas at the TMA, put your opinion up. We might disagree with it. We might post that we disagree. We might think it's obscene, but at the end of the day, it's your opinion. And just put it down, because that's the only way we're going to spark debate. If everyone's going to agree with each other, it's going to be crap. It's like listening to music. If everyone listens to the same music, it gets boring. We will disagree. We will do this plenty of times on here, and that's the whole point of it. You guys can be referee and watch us bloody bitch at each other as well.
Trust me, it's going to happen at some point as well.
Yeah, we'll kiss and make up, but we won't live podcast the kiss and make up.
Exactly, yeah, we'll do that off camera.
That's the point of the debate. That's the point.
It is.
Taylor-made Army, Cursing Hornet, the rest of enjoy the game. All of the forums, post stuff up. It's your opinion. Post it up if you think it's obscene.
Post it up on here.
It's different. Yeah, post it here as well. If you don't.
I get 5 minutes at work to look at stuff, so I normally have a look.
Yeah, it's different if someone posts things just to create a reaction on a thread, and then people start having a go. You can't really have a go back. The person who's posted it. You're posting it because it's genuinely in your opinion. You still post reactions and say, look, I think that's ridiculous, but you've got to respect it because they're paying customers. If you came out with something like, with Carlson, I don't think he did this right, or I didn't think he was very good doing that, and people go, that's obscene, but that's your opinion.
Exactly. I'll always say that. I'll always say about a player. I ain't going to hold back.
I know he's got a soapbox, but watch it on stream, go to the games. At the end of the day, you're entitled to an opinion.
Yeah,
especially on TMA.
Everyone's entitled to get on their soapbox and have a moan. Allow the moan, allow the rant, allow to do anything.
It keeps healthy debate.
Yeah. Even I'm allowed to have a mind, and that's saying something.
Everyone thinks they know better than the next person.
Yeah, exactly.
Football is about opinions.
Yep.
Or in American terms, soccer.
Yeah, or in American terms, soccer for our California friends.
California friends. Yes.
Yes. What was I going to say? You talk about the debate and the moaning. I think if anyone has actually seen it yet, Arsenal Fan TV.
Non-Watford related.
It's non-Watford related, but if you haven't had a chance yet from yesterday's defeat at Stoke, click on YouTube after this and just sit back and watch it because it's absolutely hilarious.
while we're on the subject of YouTube, there is a project coming up soon. We will not announce it yet. There's only about 5 people.
Project.
Dave, quick, do not. I've told you what we're doing. Do not announce it. I'm not saying you would. Do not announce anything on the forum. We've got very special stuff being planned for our podcast. Not these ones, but stuff on the YouTube. Click on the YouTube coming up. When we will post this one up later on as well. I will, in the next week or two, we'll be giving little hints and little clips and stuff like that, and it all will be revealed. But you will love it. It's Facebook. I've been contacting people on Facebook, and this is big.
Yeah. So we are not going to tell you anything more, but don't forget, guys. Also, Pidge's just said it. TMA is now on YouTube, so get over there and get subscribing to it. Tell your friends, tell your family. Tell everyone, like we say about this, tell everyone to join us.
Just give them money. Give them money if you need to. Just
don't give them too much, otherwise if you skim for that week, it's your own fault.
You can't afford Pigeon 29 at the back of shirt or moves. No, not yet.
No, it's not. It's not. My shirt hasn't been printed up yet. It's. I don't think I've been away.
Yeah, no, I'll let you.
I've been partying it up in Liverpool, but that's another story in itself.
But that'll be another podcast. We'll do it.
That'll be a podcast.
Let's go.
You don't want to know all the stuff I was getting up to up there. That's messy and dangerous.
I've heard a couple of things. I'm not mentioning it. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Right,
I'll show you a video.
Yeah, no. Please do. No. Off camera.
Yeah, it'll be off camera. It won't be. I can't show it on camera. Can't show it on camera.
We're back on Thursday with Dino. We'll touch on the Bristol City game. We'll obviously once again we'll speak about the Brighton game. Put your questions in for Thursday. We'll preview that. We're back on Sunday with this man here, Moodinho.
I will be here Sunday.
Hopefully in a good mood as we are today after we beat Brighton. Hopefully, I'm not being too ahead of myself. We get 2 wins in the next 2 games. I'll be absolutely high the kite.
I was going to say someone else might want to try and back me up on this. Right. After the Brighton game, have we got an international break?
I think it's another game. Is it?
Or is it one after?
Clear that up, guys. Is it a national break after Brighton, or how many games after that? Because Pereira's out for 3 weeks and will be available after the national. So will Cole, and so will...
That sort of makes me think that it's Brighton at home, then it's an international break, then we come back, and then play a couple more games, then we've got another international break. Unless I've got it completely and utterly wrong, which I might well have done.
Last, before we do go, let's touch on Shalabar's possible inclusion in the England squad. Does that raised a good point, actually, because we should have been talking about it.
We should have done that, yeah.
Right, if he gets it, bloody well-deserved and all. Beanie should have got a shout for the friendlies, but we've moaned about that loads of times, and it didn't happen, so we have to move on for that. He was unlucky. Shalabar... He's gone. He's even said he's left Chelsea for first team football, and he must have known that he's on the crest for the England squad. That'll be fantastic. Well deserved if he gets it.
Yeah, it is well deserved, and I think the fact that there's still other England midfielders I think that are still injured at the minute, and they don't look like they're going to make it back. I think Southgate did come out and say that he needed to move in order to push himself up the pecking order to get that call. So whether it comes this time, which it could, because we've only got, I think it's Malta and then we're at home to somebody. I can't remember who we're at home to.
He qualifies, isn't it?
I think they're 2 qualifiers. I think there's 2 qualifiers. So I think if it does happen, it is fully deserved because he had a blinder at the Euros.
Will Hughes
as well.
I thought he'd be too early for him.
Yeah, it'd be too early for him. I think he'll go back to the under-21s again. But Shalabar, I think he's been playing. He's proved his fitness. I think it will happen. I reckon he will get a call out.
I'll be so delighted for him.
I will actually silence all the critics as well, saying you play for what, but you don't get in the England team. So that would silence a few of them.
I think second from last on Match of the Day. Seriously, 2-0, played absolutely brilliantly. We were second from last.
I haven't even seen Match of the Day. So
thanks for telling me. Stoke Arsenal before us.
Well, I think the only bit of entertainment.
Every time they put the pecking order on my head.
Apart from last week when we were like third or fourth, something like that. But yeah, no, that's interesting. We were second and last again.
Yeah, we were, because we're posting someone says second and last, and I'm watching. Right, when are we going to be on? When are we going on? I'm looking over there. Doing this. When are we going to be on? Oh, second and last. And Ricky said that. Ricky was touching on that about us being second and last. So That's it. Right.
Thank you.
Also, I'll try and get Colin, Ricky, Alan, Jay, and Dave Quick, and yourself. We will try and say thank you to all of you for posting stuff on the group.
Yes, thank you. Keep posting it. Tell your friends. Tell your friends to post. Tell everyone to post.
If we miss anyone, we thank you guys. Yeah. We're not deliberately missing you out. Thank you very much. Keep adding your like.
And if you do post, don't send them first class stamps. You won't make it.
No. Just whiskey in a bottle. So.
Exactly. But yeah, no, it's great. It's great that that people are starting to post now as well. And just keep on doing it. It doesn't matter what time of the day you do it.
Don't even have to be news because Dave Quick does it.
Exactly.
Moose will be paying him out of his own pocket soon. He's absolutely brilliant, Dave. Well done, mate. But
when did I sign the laws?
When
did I sign the laws?
Just now. No, but even if it's not just debates, just polls, debates, anything, just post it up, start a debate. No matter what you think, I think this should have happened, this should happen, or this is great, this is bad. Put it up and we'll discuss it. The news articles, no one's under pressure putting news articles, just put debates up there, start it up. We're growing every week, we're growing, we're getting 20, 30 new members every week.
Yeah, just also one thing before we do go, just want to say hello to all the new members that joined us because we've had loads in the last week we had loads. I think there was at one stage there was like 16 requests.
Whoever's added, thank you very much, and whoever's been added themselves and trying to request an ad, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Keep adding your Watford mates. As long as you put Watford mates on it, fantastic. Put them on here, start the debates. Right, check us out on YouTube. Like I say, the big announcements will be coming thick and fast. I'm in production over the next week or so, contacting the relevant persons about doing these sort of certain things. We will let you on a little bit at a time, and hopefully, if it all goes well, it'll be one hell of a.
It will be something. It'll be something you lot will be jumping for joy with. Trust me. When it all comes out,
like this will grow. Picture quality, everything like that. Sound, the lot will grow as we're getting on. This is only about 3 or 4 weeks in, and so far we're getting quite a lot of views every night. So well done.
You never know, we could be doing it in a TV studio next time.
Yes, and tell you what, this will never be like Arsenal Fan TV because that's just a parody, and we're never going to do that. No way are we going. Well, 1881, go on YouTube. There's an 1881 thing going on in there, and there's also this young lad. I will try and get the link for him. He does interviews outside the Watford ground as well, which is definitely not Arsenal Fan TV. It's a much better version of that. It's dignified. So I will try and plug that on Thursday as well. So it's good night from him.
And it's good night from him.
Ciao.